All right, got a call for the dairy box. This is a CU1A unit, condenser unit. It's on the roof. Single. They called for a noisy fan, which is coming from up there. Sounds like the bearings are going. So it's either this one or this one. I gotta figure out which one. I'll find out right now. All right, took off this cover, which is this cover right here. These are my fan wires right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just disconnect one since there's no toggle switch on here to shut my fans off. So I'm just gonna disconnect power right here. And it's one of those fans at the very end. So we'll narrow that down right now. So I heard a fan blade hitting something, so I'm gonna start it back up. I'm just gonna tap these wires together. Can you hear that? Right there, it sounds like the fan blade's going out. I'm gonna try to narrow that down a little bit better because those are bearings. The shaft is rattling around in that motor, so that is telling me that that is my motor. Now I just gotta figure out which one it is. Let's try this again. Tap these wires together. Okay, it's the far one. You can't even see that. Let me take the cover off so you can see it better. All right, so got my little socket set, mobile socket set made by Milwaukee. And this is it right here. So go ahead and just take these off. And then once I take the cover off, I'll show you what I was talking about. All right, I took the cover off right there. So we're gonna look at that fan. So we're gonna go ahead and touch this together. Turn it off. See how it stops right away? Everything else is still spinning right here. So that is the one. I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. So also, when I'm spinning it, I can feel it's pretty, like kind of not really loose spinning. It's kind of tight. So the shaft is getting hung up. So we'll go ahead and see what kind of motor that is and we'll replace it. All right, it's an older Fastco motor, but we'll get a universal motor, match it up, the specs, and then we'll replace it with one of those because this has the starting components right here. And the newer motors don't need that, so let me go grab one for my truck. All right, went ahead and took out the motor. Here it is, Fastco motor. So got pretty dusty on there, but it came out pretty easy. Family came out pretty good. That's it right there. So let me go grab one for my truck. I believe I have the universal. I'll show you what that looks like. So I didn't have the motor. I had to go pick it up at RSD. So I got one and I got two. That way I have one in stock. All right, I'm back. Got the motor in hand. So I'm gonna mount it this way, like that. It has a bunch of wires on it. So these right here is for rotation. I really don't know what this is for. We cap that off, tape it off. We don't need it. But this is the only one we're gonna use right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount that up and I'll show you how it looks after I'm done. All right, went ahead and mounted the motor. Got the right rotation right there. Take this off. And very important, this right here, mount with this side down. There's a hole right here for condensation in case it drips out so it won't create any damage inside the motor. It's condensation built in. All right, now I'm gonna put the fan blade on and zip tie all this up. All right, got it all zip tied. Now for the fan blade. All right, got the fan blade on, now I gotta put the cover on. But very important, this particular cover, see these screws here holding this bracket in? This one don't have it. This one does. This one does not. And that one does. So on these, this is spaced out for those nuts right there to hold it. So you put that in there. And these aren't like that. These go on the ones that don't have it. So in other words, this one here goes right there. And that's how it fits. If you don't put it like that, it's not gonna fit properly, and you'll be able to tell. So, that fits nice and flush. See? So I'll put the nuts on and then we'll get. So grab the Milwaukee, barely screw it in. You don't have to hammer it down. It's plastic, so it'll hold. And also, I said the socket set was made from Milwaukee. I meant Makita. That's what this is made. Makita makes this. Comes in handy. And there it is right there. Alright, we're all set. I'm going to go ahead and wire back in. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wire this up to my fan. I'm going to put a new wire nut here. This one, inside of it is, there's a wire broke, so we'll tighten. So I'm going to go ahead and just wire it up. Alright, went ahead and wired it up. All the fans are running. I'm going to put the cover back on. We should be done. Alright, you guys, I'm all done. Got all my fans working. Wired it up, put the cover on. That's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next service call.